Okay, this is weird. Where's the lighting? Hello. What is this lighting? Give me 1 sec. So I don't know how this lighting is going to be, but yeah, I, as you can probably tell, am not at school. Well, my blinds is broken. I need to fix that. Anyways, not at the school, not on campus. I am home for spring break. It is 2:06 a.m. on Wednesday, April 4th. Kind of halfway through, you know, a little bit. And I decided that I wanted to do a spring break reading vlog. Obviously, it's not going to be the entirety of spring break, but I figured that I would try to vlog from now until I head back, which is on Sunday. And then I'll probably vlog a little bit on Sunday as well. But I do have a few reading goals for this week, and one of them, let me get my things. One of them is to actually finish Children of Blood and Bone, which I'm currently, as you can see, reading. According to Goodreads, I'm 27% through. I'm on page 142. The novel in total is 525 pages. It's going really well. I finished Simon versus the Homo sapiens agenda last night, and absolutely amazing. I will be talking about this in a wrap-up coming very soon, kind of, maybe. We'll see what happens. And oh my god. Anyways, and so I tried to jump right into this because I was feeling a lot of emotions. I was feeling really motivated, and so I was like, let me just do it because this was on my spring break TBR, essentially, like my personal TBR, and I didn't want it to be one of those books where I know it's really good or like I have high hopes for it and then I bought it fairly soon after it was released and then I don't read it. So jumped right into it while I was feeling motivated, and I sat here and read like 130 something pages. So that's pretty cool. So my goal before I go back, or my goal for the rest of spring break, is to finish Children of Blood and Bone. I think I can do it. I think if I average like 100 pages a day, 100 pages on Wednesday, 100 pages on Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Yeah. And honestly, I could probably read more. If I up that to like reading 150 pages, then I think I can do it. I also want to finish... Where is it? I also want to finish Saga Volume 1, which I've also started a little bit, kind of. I started it like my first day back home because I also finished Paper Girls and Spell and Wheels, which are 2 other graphic novels or like comic books or whatever. And so I would just jumped right into this one because I've been waiting to start this, and the beginning was super interesting and then it lagged a little bit. It's super weird, and so I think I'm just trying to get my head around it, and maybe I'll read this tonight before I go to bed, a little bit more of this. I could probably finish this tomorrow if I buckle down and just do it. Tomorrow meaning today, because it's 2 a.m. Those are my main goals for spring break. I also would like to read a couple of chapters in Black Feminist Thought so that I can continue to work on my senior project. I also want to finish American Queen by Sierra something. It's an ebook that I have. It's on my iPad, and it's 400 and something pages. I'm on page 150 something or something like that. So I just need to also finish that and get out the way. But yeah, I'm gonna try the whole vlogging for a week or vlogging for half a week, and we gonna see how it goes. So it is later in the day. I've gone to sleep and things. Yes, my bookshelf is empty because we're trying to move or attempting to move. We're prepping for that. And since I'm not here for most of the year, I packed up most of my bookcase into those bins back there. But yeah, so I read... I legit should have looked at the last clip that I made because I honestly forgot what I said I was doing. But update, oh yeah, no, I did say. So I'm on page 142 in Children of Blood and Bone, and I low-key think I'm going to do a bit of reading right now because why not? And yeah, read while the sun is up. So that's what I'm going to do. Because I totally just didn't vlog today. Today is Thursday? Yes. Anyway, yeah, so day 2, I've been reading, of course. I read so many, close to 60 something pages. Close to 60 something pages in American Queen, which is the ebook that I'm also reading, as well as alongside Children of Blood and Bone. But yeah, it picked up. It was really slow in the beginning, and then it picked up, and I was like, oh, okay, that works. So yeah, I'm prepping dinner, and yeah, might be going out, might not be going out, we gonna see. So I'm editing the footage so far, and I realized I never gave you an update that I actually finished Saga. I finished it before I went to bed, early this morning. I really enjoyed it. I want volume 2 and volume 3 right now. It was such a cliffhanger, and I like the main characters. I don't know, it's just interesting, and I'm interested to see how it progresses because it's told from the perspective of from the perspective of the baby that they just had, but she's obviously grown up. Yeah, so I'm gonna check in when they're not tweeting obnoxiously for no reason. So I did end up going out, and I'm at a sushi place. We're getting sushi. Do you wanna say hi?
What's up?
But yeah, it's all you can eat, so that's fun. We're gonna eat. I'm back at wow. Back at home, as you can see, I'm feeling super tired. Is it even midnight? Okay, whoa, it's 1:15. I want to read, but also at the same time, I don't know if I have the energy to read, so I'm just tweaking some things on my channel and watching some YouTube. So I was thinking, because I have a bunch of books that are in bins, but I have other books, or I have books that are in the bins that I really do want to read or reread. I've never read Fangirl, but I'm pretty sure it's home and in a bin, so I need to do that. And then I want to reread 13 Reasons Why, reread Matched, and then finish that series. There's a whole bunch. There's a whole bunch that I might just go into the bin and grab. It is God knows what time in the morning, but I flew through the rest of American Queen, and oh my god, I mean, I did not expect it to be that good. I didn't expect to like it that much. It's a little bit X-rated. There are some plot twists, I guess you can call them, that you just do. I mean, they're not even plot twists. They're more just information that's revealed about to the characters that's whoa, what? And it's just so good. And of course, it ended on a cliffhanger of epic proportions, and now I really desperately want to buy the second book. As I said before, I was reading on an ebook, and so I want to get the second ebook. And I feel if I like the second ebook, I might buy the third one, a physical copy of the third book, and then eventually get around to buying the other two. one person I watched gave like a, not a review, but like she read the second one and she did not like it as much as the first one and didn't even continue to the third one. And I'm hoping that I have a different experience with it, but we'll see. But it was good. It was so good. I get paid next week and I have a feeling that I'm going to be purchasing the ebook next week. Because I need to know what happens. I need to know what happens. But yeah, it was good. It was like, it had its dry moments, but it was a solid, like, 4.5 stars. Like, solid. And I don't know, there's something nice about reading more than one book at a time. Specifically, like, 2 books, or you're reading, like, a larger book and then a smaller book, so that way you can bounce between the two, and then also reading 2 books that are, like, completely in different genres. And so now that I finished American Queen, I'm going to read Stargirl, and I just started, and I'm on page 9, and I read that in like 5 minutes. So it's like kind of interesting. It's reading. I like think this was released or like published in like the 90s or something, and it's reading like a regular contemporary novel. Okay, yeah, 2000. So I'm excited, and maybe I'm hoping to get up early once I go to bed. And maybe I will just, like, read a bunch in Children, Blood, and Bone. I'm already behind, like, my daily goals. I'm already behind. I want to catch up. And then finish Stargirl. That's going to be my goal for tomorrow. My goal for tomorrow is finishing the 186 pages of Stargirl, and I think I can do it. So, yes, I'm actually outside the house, and you're not in it. That supermarket. My mom's in the supermarket. But yeah, I read some of Stargirl. I got like 40-something pages through it. It's interesting, and it's weirdly easier to read than I thought it would be. And I feel like if I said this in the last clip, but if I really do commit, I think I will be able to like finish the book tonight. Especially because I'm like up and about, and it's not even 4 p.m. So yeah. I'm excited. I'm gonna sit here and read while my mom is in the supermarket because why not? Okay, so let's hope this stays. My phone is like balanced on my computer, which is balanced on a stack of books. But yeah, so I finished Stargirl. I put it back in my suitcase already, so I'll put a picture here. I finished Stargirl in less than 24 hours, like I said I would. It was good. I now remember why I liked it so much. It was very relatable, and I mean, I'll talk more about it in my wrap-up. But yeah, I really enjoyed it, and now I'm moving on to Salvin read in this, and I hate when I do this, when I come, like, I'll do, like, that much, and then I'll stall for some reason. I did the same thing with Cress, and I think before I go to bed, I'll make myself read 100 pages, which, like, should go, where's the bookmark? Which should go by pretty quickly. I'm on page 219, you know, and the book is 525 pages, so I'm, like, 35-40% way through, but I picked up Eloquent Rage by Brittany Cooper, and it's Eloquent Rage, a black feminist discovers her superpower. I don't think it's a memoir. It's a beautiful cover. I love this cover, and I love the fact that it's in hardcover as well. I'm, like, tempted to do a mini rehaul, which is, I literally just made that up. So like I said before, I want to bring back books from home to school because I've been wanting to read these particular books that have been sitting in bins, and some of them are rereads, some of them are books that I got a while ago and I just never read. And so I finally went into the bins and I pulled the books. There's 14 of them. I pulled the books that I want to take back with me, and I'm just gonna go through them really quickly. At some point, the clip is going to jump because you're sitting on a stack of books. But yeah, so first we have Nightshade by Andrea Cremer. I remember this book. I read this book in high school when I first got it. I remember there's something about werewolves, something about challenging her destiny as Alpha Wolf. And I know that it's at least a duology because there's a second book. But yeah, this is like the type of stuff I love. I guess this would be considered urban fantasy because it happens in our world essentially. It's very much like, wow, I just forgot the series name that I finished like last summer. It was like Angel Shadows. I'll find a picture of it because I literally just recently saw it. But it's like that, and so it basically says she risked her life to save his, believing she'd never see him again, but he has returned, challenging her destiny as Alpha Wolf, leaving her doubting her past and fearing her future. Next we have White Cat by Holly Black. So, I don't know what book haul it was, but it was a book haul where I hauled The Cruel Prince by Holly Black, and it was because I bought that and had been hearing buzz about it and was interested in it that I remembered that I actually already own a Holly Black book, and I also already read this one in high school and really enjoyed it, and this is also at least a series. Here we go. It is, yeah. So there's another book. So I wanted to reread this before reading Cruel Prince, just to like get reacquainted with her storytelling and her writing. Next we have Wither and Fever. This is a duology. I believe it's a duology. I don't think there's a third book. I could be wrong though. And I read this one in high school. That's when I got it, and then absolutely loved it. I remember what this one is about, kind of. So basically, they live in this world where men, there's like some kind of, basically the life expectancy is like nothing. So men live up to age 25, women live up to age 20, and in order to keep the population going, girls are kidnapped and forced into these polygamous marriages with these wealthy men who essentially their main goal is that, one, they're kept prisoner, and then they're supposed to just keep producing children, as many children as they can before they die. And so they're kidnapped around the age like 16, 17, and then you figure, you know, 1 or 2 children if you completely ignore the fact that like women's bodies need to heal after giving birth. So that's what this world's about. And then I also low-key remember how this ends, but I still want to like catch up and what happened and everything. I don't remember the whole book enough to be able to jump straight into this one, and so I'm excited for these two. And hopefully these books that I'm bringing back end up on my May TBR. I'll probably purposely put them on my May TBR just because it needs to happen, you know? Also, these look so good together. I'm so glad that I got some of these in hardcover because they're beautiful and they're gorgeous. And also remember, I got these 4 specifically from my high school book fair when it came around. So that was a thing. Speaking of high school book fairs. That was mad rude, Jackie. Why are you cooing when I'm speaking? Arcadia Awakens. This is something about a snake. Got this when I was in high school. Read it when I was in high school. Enjoyed it when I was in high school. But don't ask me what it's about because I really don't remember. Something about forbidden love, which I love as well. Something about she's in Italy. Something about making off an island alive. Next we have Fangirl, which was the main reason why I went back into those bins, is because I know that I have Fangirl. I really loved Eleanor and Park, which I did not see when I looked in those bins. They're probably in storage. I really loved Eleanor and Park, and so I bought Fangirl one day when I was at the Strand, and I just never read it. And it's actually a collector's edition, which I did not realize, and so it has like exclusive content in the back. And I do want to continue. I want to read Carry On, and I want to read Attachments, which are both by her, and there's something else that I'm forgetting. There's another book. Okay, so then we have Ruby, which is by Cynthia Bond. I gave none of the authors for those other books, but whatever. And this is about a black girl, who comes back to her neighborhood. Probably like a coming of age, you know, she's like an adult. Okay, so I'm doing the Read Harder challenge by Book Riot this year, and one of the prompts is to read an Oprah's book club pick, and this is an Oprah book club pick from I don't know what year or what month or whatever, so I am excited to finally read this. Then we have 13 Reasons Why, which I got and read in high school, and I want to read again, especially like I didn't read I didn't watch the TV show because I heard it was like horrible representation. Didn't do the book justice. But I'm curious to read this again and see how... It was really impactful to me when I was in high school, and I want to see how, essentially 5 years later, because I think I was a junior when I read it, essentially 5 years later, see how I feel about it now. Then we have The Girl on Train, which is a thriller, as most people know. It's made into a movie, apparently. Haven't read this. This still smells and feels brand new. But I do want to read it. It's exciting. I am trying to get more into thrillers, and I've heard good things. I've also heard bad things, I'm pretty sure, so we will see how that goes. So next we have Americana and then Half of a Yellow Sun by Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. I don't know if I've talked about this on my channel yet, but Americana is like my favorite book of all time. I read it when I was in high school. I got it when I was in high school. I loved it. I think it's absolutely stunning. I haven't read it since the first time I read it, and so I do want to read it again to see if it's still my favorite book, you know? And then we have Half of a Yellow Sun, which is also a novel, and it takes place during the 1960s in Nigeria. I feel like the summer is going to be a lot of me reconnecting with old books that as you can see, like, I've already read, but I want to reread and enjoy. Because in high school, I had a really good, nice, like, taste in books, especially fantasy books. I'm realizing that I just need to pick back up, especially, like, Arcadia Awakens, White Cat, and then Nightshade are all series that have at least one more book in them. And then Wither and Fever are a duology, I'm pretty sure. And if they're not, that'd be so cool there was a third book. The last 3 books are under the computer again. They're part of a series. It's the Matched trilogy. So we have Matched, we have Crossed, and we have Reached. This is a signed copy. I don't think I realized that when I bought this, but this is a signed copy. And so I read Matched. I remember finishing Matched. I remember kind of sort of how it ends, but I am going to reread it and then finish the series because I bought the series. I bought Cross the year after I read Matched at Book Fair, and then the year after that, I bought Reached, even though I had yet to read Matched, or no, what is this? I had yet to read Crossed. So yeah, they're dystopian, and from what I can remember, the government pairs you with people. They can also take away your memory. There are these pills or whatever. The girl, what's her name? Okay, don't give me anything. Yeah, Cassia, I guess, doesn't like who they picked, even though the person they picked is like her best friend. And so a new kid comes to town, and they start, like, falling for each other, and it goes downhill from there. Even though she's, like, in love with both of them. It's giving me slight Hunger Games vibes, but, like, not at all. The only Hunger Games vibes I'm getting is, like, the impossible love triangle between the guy you're supposed to be with because you've known him your entire life, and the guy who just kind of, like, pops up. But yeah, those are the 14 books that I pulled from my bins of books that I will be taking back in hopes of reading over the summer, and I think I can do it. I think if I put them down on TBRs and just always keep them in my face, I will be able to finish them. But yeah, I'm going to either read... I'm going to edit this clip. That's what I'm going to do. And then I will either read Eloquent Rage and Children of Blood and Bone, or watch YouTube, or all the above. I also have an apple because I'm, like, super hungry, so that's going to be happening as well. I just didn't vlog today. But yeah, no. What have I been doing? I took a shower. I spent some time with my mom. I did a lot. I feel like, well, no, that was an absolute lie. I didn't do anything. But I've been reading Eloquent Rage. I'm on page 89. I actually don't know how many pages that is, which is really unusual for me, for how many pages there are. So out of 275 pages, I'm on page 89. It reads pretty quickly. I'm really enjoying it. I love her writing style. Surprise! I am back at school. I have no clue where I was in the last clip. Was that yesterday? I think it was yesterday. But yeah, no, I just sat here and read like 144 pages in Children of Blood and Bone. I think, I have 64 more pages to go in Children of Blood and Bone. Okay, so like my bookmark is like coming apart or something? I don't know. 3 of these things just decided they were gonna come loose. But yeah, so like 40. Are y'all done? Okay. Yeah, so 44 more pages, or no, 64 more pages, I think is what I said. So yeah, I will probably, I'll finish it today or I'll finish it tomorrow, which isn't that bad. I was trying to do the, I was trying to do the superhero-thon, which is hosted by like G Swizzle and someone else. And that was from like March 25th to April 8th, which is today. I might like, you know, give myself that extra day just to finish what I wanted to do. And I think this was the last book that I wanted to finish that was on my list. I have to like find my notebook. I haven't unpacked at all, so I have to find my notebook and make sure that's actually correct. But yeah, we'll see. We will see. I think I did most of my spring break TBR. I was a finished Stargirl. It was finished Saga. It was finished Children of Blood and Bone. I mean, I don't have classes until Tuesday, so I'm gonna, even though I'm back, I'm gonna count Monday as spring break for right now. So I think I can finish those goals, and then, yeah. So it is the end of Monday. I didn't finish Children of Blood and Bone, and I didn't finish Eloquent Rage. But yeah, I think it was a pretty successful spring break reading week. I definitely do think I'll finish Children of Blood and Bone within the next couple of days. I have less than 70 pages left. Same goes for Eloquent Rage. I don't want to lose the like speed and momentum that I had during spring break, and I have a very ambitious but also exciting TBR for the month of April, and I'm excited to read all those books and conquer it. But if you like this video, you want to see more of these videos and vlogs and such things, make sure that you are subscribed and join our lovely, lovely family. Share. Let me know what you read this past week, if you were on spring break, and if you were already on spring break, what did you read during spring break? And if you're about to go on spring break, what are you planning on reading during spring break? And if you're not even a college student, so you don't have a spring break, just let me know what you're reading. You can check out all of my social media down below, including my blog, casualanxiety.com, and I will see you in the next video.